Guten Tag, Messi, wie geht's? C'est moi, Dieter. Ich bin Dieter. Dieter. Yes, Gesundheit to you too. Dieter's going to talk today about the importance and why he thinks it's necessary, actually essential, for you budding young guitar players to learn how to read music. And I'm not talking about tabs. Tabs is a form of shorthand which is only useful for learning to play a particular song a particular way. That's all it's good for. So it has very, very limited scope. Now, some of you may think, well, Dieter, why are you such a snob? I can learn how to play by ear. Well, good for you, because if you're one of the maybe 1 in 10 million people who actually have an ear that good, you don't need lessons, you don't need anything. But most of us aren't like that. And besides, try getting a piece of music that was written 50 years ago and was never recorded, or 100 years ago, or 200 years ago. If you can't find a recording of it, well, you know, the music's still around. So get a guitar note speller, work through it. It's fun. It's like learning a new language. And listen, it's not that hard. I said before, I like the guitar because it's a challenge for me. It doesn't come easy. Yes, I haven't played really in 2 years. So when you see my videos, you will see lots of mistakes when I'm showing things. That's fine. You also see, as I can now practice more, and as the newer videos, the playing will probably improve. If it doesn't, well, then maybe I should find a high place and pretend I'm a peregrine falcon. Anyway, you only have to learn. What is it? 14 notes, and 7 of those are the same. They just have 2 names. So like Randall John, right, or John Paul, or Philippe Pierre, right? Call me Philippe. Well, I'm Pierre today. Okay, sorry, Pierre. Well, I am Philippe as well, so you can call me Pierre Philippe. And I'm talking about the incidentals. So let's start with that. You've got A, B, C, D, E, F, G. That's 7. Then you've got A sharp. B flat is the same note, just with 2 names, right? Sharp's going up. So you've got A sharp. There's no B sharp. You've got C sharp. D sharp. There's no E sharp. You've got F sharp. You've got G sharp. So that's 7 and 5 is 12. And then you've got, if you want to be technical, all right, 7 and 5 is 12. And 12 and 5 is 17, right? So coming down, you got, B flat, D flat, E flat, G flat, and A flat, right? It's not that hard. And then you've got, 5 lines and 4 spaces, stuff up and down. The guitar is written in the treble clef of the piano, forte, but it actually is in between the treble and the bass clef, the range of the actual notes. So, but for simplicity, because if you wrote guitar music, in the treble clef and then half in the bass clef, people would find that confusing, because it's not as complex as a piano with 88 keys. Western music is tempered music, and that's why it's constructed the way it is. So I talked before about the Aaron Shearer books. They're very good. Listen, if you can't, I was a very busy guy when I was younger. I stopped playing for years at a time, and for a long time my dad had my guitar. I only had one, but I taught myself with the Aaron Shearer method, and his books are good. They're covers like this. He's got slur, ornament, and reach development exercises. They're very good. And the best, in my opinion, scale pattern studies I've ever come across is his. So there you go. If you can't afford a teacher, I highly recommend this, because I taught myself how to do everything with the Shearer thing. And all right, for you people that play by ear, play that by ear. Good luck with that. So I'm going to start making some videos. I'm going to take pieces that I like, and I am going to give lessons kind of like in that. I talked before about the Royal Conservatory. Uh, we have up here in Canada. They have nice compilations. They change the covers of their books. But so this is grade 3 classical guitar repertoires and etudes. I'll probably be doing a lot from grade 3 and grade 4. For people of average ability, and because I'm getting back into it. But yeah, okay, so yeah, you play by ear. That's great. Okay, play this by ear. Okay, it can't be done, right? So please don't poo-poo on people that say you really should read music, because I'm going to tell you a few things. Lots of guitar players. And before I taught myself how to read music, I was in the same trap. You get really good at playing, these dozen or 20 songs that you like. Well, then good luck playing something else, right? You can figure some things out, but what I think it does is it expands your horizons and gives you an appreciation for it. It's just a language, and it's not that complex a language when you break it down like you should everything, Like the main reason I don't play at a level that satisfies me is because I know if I practice, let's say, like being realistic, like 2 hours a day is good for me. If I can practice 2 hours a day, 5 days a week, do the math. That's 10 hours a week. I'm just being realistic, right? If I can do 40 hours a week, right, which is 2,000 hours a year, you don't think I'd become a pretty decent player? Even with my limited ability, I think I would, right? The pros, God bless them. We need the virtuosos and everything, but it's their life, man. They'll play 6 hours, 8 hours a day, right? God bless them. Like we need those people, but they don't have time to disseminate little nuggets of data wisdom to you, do they? Huh? I mean, they can laugh at me all the. Actually, a really talented person usually doesn't laugh at people that are at levels below them, because they know how hard they've had to work to get there. It's usually, like my experience with in the film business, the ones who are the real dicks are the wannabes and the people that have the small bit parts, right? They're just frustrated. Hey, like I said before, most of the high-level talent I worked with were very, very nice people, in my experience, right? Anyway, I digress like I always do, but I strongly encourage you to if you've heard of, I don't think there's a better book for learning how to read guitar music than Aaron Shearer's book, and that's just my opinion. You can look at all these other guys, here's secrets to this, secrets to that. No, it's not a bloody secret, mate. It's just something that you found that maybe helped you with something, right? I don't know. There may be value in these, but Dieter thinks that the best way to learn an instrument is to get a good one and practice a lot, but practice intelligently, and learn how to read music, yeah? I'm really bad on the bass clef because I haven't read it in years. But if I go back to playing my bass, which I intend on doing, I'm going to take out my bass books and how to read, bass beat. I mean, I would have to, if you showed me some guitar music that wasn't bass clef, I could read it probably pretty decently still. But if you showed me some bass clef music, I would have to transpose it, right? And that's just because, most of the stuff I played bass for, I mean, we were playing, rock and pop stuff, and it wasn't that complicated. It didn't need a bass score for it, right? So I'm just saying, if you're one of those people like me that was stuck in a rut and go, geez, I can play some grade 6 level. I can even play a couple of grade 8 level pieces. Not well, but I'm studying them because, they're a challenge for me, and I like them. So you pick something that you like and go, gee, hey, I like that. Can I get the music for that? There's a famous story about Andrei Segovia when he heard Django Reinhardt play, and he was really impressed, and he liked the piece. And Segovia, who was considered, one of the premier classical guitar players at the time, said, "Could I have the music for that?" And Reinhardt just said, "I don't have any. It's just something I made up." Now, it would have been nice if he had the music for it and could give it to Andre and say, "Here, have at it," right? Just saying. It's I look at the learning how to read music as it's the YouTube, it's your iPhone for music, dissemination of your musical videos to the rest of the world, right? Doesn't that make sense? Okay, this is getting long. So anyway, Vita's saying, learn how to read music, and Dita's going to, do some more stuff about that because he thinks it's important. Vita's saying.